Guys. So this has been a topic that I've kind of wanted to talk about for a very long time, and as you might see from the title, you probably know what that is already, and that is the limit break delay trick. So, on its own, it's not really a problem. Like, if you look at Reddit, if you look at the Discord servers, Discord servers, there's no like negative discussions about it so far, I believe. Like, and you don't really see people like encouraging other people to use it like either, right? Like, it's not like you have to use this and that. So this is something that mostly free to play or low spenders end up using, because if you're a whale, you're not gonna need to pull any tricks. You just fight normally, and if you have like you have enough power, you don't have to use any tricks at all. So why do I think the limit break delay trick is a problem? So again, I've said this in my previous Black Walls video. I think it's an exploit. I think it's an unintended system to be used, because the game never taught us that in the tutorial, and I think it just devalues limit break chaining by a lot, because I've tried, like as you can see here in the background, this is one of my attempts for the Black Waltz. I'm just letting it play in the background here for you, so that you don't get bored. So basically, I've tried before I did the LB trick, because I knew it was gonna work. Like, I've used it before in earlier content, and for Black Waltz specifically, I knew it was gonna be my ticket to winning Ruin EX2 or EX1 for the matter. EX1, I'm proud to say I didn't use the LB delay trick. I did not need to post a video of that because I cleared EX2, so I'm just gonna put EX2 out, which I should probably already seen prior to this video. So yeah, basically I try to use it as my last resort if I can't, if I really can't do it, if I really need that little push in DPS. So again, let me explain to you what the limit break delay trick does. So basically, when any character, that includes your characters or the enemy NPC, is doing an animation and you activate a limit break, what that does is it cancels the animation, and when your limit break finishes, the animation has to be redone from the start. So what that does, if your enemies have like really long animations that lead up to the damage, it's gonna give you time to recharge ATB, which in turn, if you think about it, will give you more overall DPS, right? So you're trying to like extend the fight as much as possible and get that DPS in as much as possible. So you guys see the problem here? The problem here is that limit break chaining becomes devalued by a lot, because it should be more powerful, because that is an actual mechanic of the game that they've developed, that the developers have developed. So how do you think they should fix this? So in my opinion, whether they remove the trick or not, because they can remove it, they can pretty much just make it so that the animation just continues right after a limit break. Yes, that would be the fix. Pretty much that would be the instant fix to it. But aside from that, like even if they if they keep it in or whether they remove it, aside from that, I think they should buff limit break chaining, so that way it feels more rewarding to do, because again, it's an actual mechanic of the game, and it does like feel pretty good to do a limit break chain most of the time because you see that big damage number. So like here are some things that I think that would make, you know, limit break chaining better. Is maybe they could add like a few seconds of haste like right after the limit break chain, or they could just straight up increase the bonus damage, maybe make it 50%, 75%, maybe even 100% bonus damage. That would be so freaking awesome. So yeah, like that's my personal thoughts on things. I think limit break delay is an exploit. It's sort of cheesy to use. Like I don't feel particularly accomplished when I use the trick to beat like this super hard difficulty content. It really only matters for like this like super hard difficulty, or well, it depends on where you are at in the game, right? So like, you know, if the normal EX bosses were hard for you, you could find this trick very very useful as well. So yeah, like, so that's what I'm saying, because the thing it's a gotcha game, right? Everything is based on luck. So if you're free to play, I started free to play and then I started buying battle passes, and eventually I hit a wall and I kind of did want to pull for the FF9 banner. So I spent money on Sephiroth's banner, and I spent more money trying to overboost Cloud's banner weapon as well for FF9. And let me tell you, I am very very unlucky because unless you're a whale in any gacha game for the matter, unless you're a whale, you're not really gonna get that high overboost weapon ever. So in most cases, free to play or low spenders are gonna get stuck with low power. Take me for example. I have wishlisted Murasame since the beginning of the game, never took it off, and up until now I only have overboost to OB2 Murasame, and I've pulled for all the right banners, I've pulled for, you know, all the right weapons, have the correct wish list. I am very lucky to have OB6 Night Bloom right now, but I would have preferred if it was an OB6 DPS weapon rather than a support weapon, or both if possible. But yeah, I'm not a whale. I only spent like a few $100 in this game up to now. I might spend more eventually in the future. So yeah, what I'm saying is I have nothing against free-to-play players, by the way, and this is not the fault of the players. Like, this trick is not a fault of the players. It is a developer's fault, because this really seems like an oversight, you know, like normally you would see something like this, right? If you like, I still really don't think this is intended. So yeah, I would like to see a limit break chaining be buffed, whether they remove the trick or they like let it stay, because at that point if they buff it, it doesn't matter. Because if they buff it, then if limit break chaining becomes better, then people are gonna stop using it naturally anyway, right? So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe if you like this video, and I'll see you around in the next video. Bye bye, otsukuro!